Okay, so like I said, that you're the project, you've been the project the whole time. Here's like the outline. Um, you're the project, you can't say that. That's self-talk. I hear you. That's when you start becoming aware of yourself. Getting past your story, all the stories you say that everyone's going to talk about you and what they're going to say, and the law of action, which means you got to do something. So, so as we covered the waking up and taking uncomfortable action in the kingdom, so that you had this voice, and it's always calling out to man, and because you were part of the kingdom, and it says, and it, and then it, this voice is the true you, the kingdom, and then it says, "Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." So, so you're part of heaven. You're part of the kingdom, and you came down to earth, and your purpose is to be the kingdom here, and not to bring the kingdom to earth, and remember who you are. So that the assignment was given: bring the kingdom to earth. In your first project, remember who you are. That's your first project. Project you. Remember your greatness. And then, so here I drew, like, there's like a map. And then, so your skill, the map shows you that it exists, because if you have a map, it shows you kind of how to get there too, but it actually shows you that the place exists and that people have gone there, and so that it's possible to do it, and that others have done it. And so, and then the road is the path that you must walk. And there's several paths, and some are alone and some are with like travelers. And I found that the fastest thing for me, and the groups, I do great in groups. Alone is lonely and but full of, well, life is not meant to be lived alone, because basically this whole thing is life, and it's your project, you, and the path that you are on is your discovery path, and it's not really a destination. It's a journey, and if you really think of the final destination, is that you leave this planet, and it's all the people that you've been on this journey with, and everyone you've encountered, and how you've shared your project you with other people, and influenced and made others lives better by sharing who you are, and bringing out who they are too, and as a people, I mean, as people, we're designed to have community and not be alone. I mean, nobody wants to be alone. And and then right here it says the mountain is you. Everything that blocks your way, and realize you are the blocker of your dreams. So no one's in your way except you. You stand between you and your dreams. And the only person who can keep God's plan for you from happening is you. So it's your responsibility. So, and moving on is not knowing what it will look like. It's knowing what it won't look like anymore. So uncomfortable action. So something will die, the present you or your dreams. So, if we don't take the uncomfortable action, and we just we don't listen to that voice, and we try to not discover who we are, and we just try to drown it out through distraction or whatever vice we choose, or you know then something will die, and it will be your dreams. So you have to you know to die from where you are now. It's going to change. And it says the sufferings of this moment are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. And you will have to make choices. And like I wrote that whole thing about the gym, that I'm in a place and I'm sweating, my heart is pounding, and I have this heavy weight on my shoulders, and I can't go any further. I've gone to exhaustion, and I can't push anymore. And some people got concerned if I was okay because they didn't read the whole thing at the end where I said I'm at the gym and I'm laughing because it was an analogy of basically of life. If you think about it, we go to the gym and we know, everyone knows you have to go to, if you go to the gym, you have to push and sweat and you go to your point of exhaustion and then you do another set and you do burnouts and all this other, I mean, that's just common knowledge, but basically life does that to you too. And you grow stronger through all this diversity. And yeah, my mother-in-law called me and she says, I'm worried about you. It was funny. But I mean, not really funny, but that was, I did when I wrote that, I'm all thinking it was just like life. And then here we have the forgotten law of action. I mean, everybody talks about the law of attraction, but nobody talks about the law of action. I mean, that could be a good book, I think, The Law of Action, and just that you have to do things because that's the only way you're going to get anywhere. You have to take action. Like, think about like a huge stone. It has all that potential, but it's not moving. It has no momentum. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it can weigh tons and have all that potential energy, but unless it has momentum and takes action, and that's like us if we're sedentary. If we just sit and we just sit and wish, we're just like that big rock just sitting there. So here's uncomfortable action. So yeah, like I did with the videos, and it's like, but it gets so much easier. So take uncomfortable action. So uncomfortable action has has to become part of your life, and once it becomes part of your life, it's like we were talking, like a muscle. You just get used to that little feeling, and pretty soon after a while, you don't even have that little feeling. You just go, yeah, okay, just do it, because you just have that confidence. You're so used to just pushing past that little feeling of uncomfortableness. And the easy choice actually creates the hard life. And if you think about that, if you always take the easy choice and do the easy thing, well, you're creating a hard life, because in the end, you didn't do the things that to shape who you are. You just took the easy choice. And then you got, don't ask how do I do it? Do it and ask, how do I do it better? And that goes back to the, how do you make a video? You make a video. How do you write an ebook? You write an ebook. So, I mean, I've been guilty of this. Spend so much time trying to figure it out and study it and make sure you do it right and everything else. But in the end, you just do it, and it's actually rewarding when you get used to that. You just do it, and then you learn the lessons. Like today, learning that, oh, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And instead of everything being a hard stop. I mean, if I couldn't get the screen right, and sometimes in life, if you fail, you just quit. So like if I just now, when I couldn't get the screen right because I had paused it and I didn't know why, I could have said, "Oh, I failed," and then, "Oh, see you guys. I'm done. I'm gonna go figure out. I feel bad. I didn't do this right, and I failed." And and I mean, it's something as trivial as this with the screen frozen sounds trivial, but in life, if you think about it, sometimes things that we think are more important, we do quit because we go, oh, I couldn't do that. I hit a problem. I hit a snag. And then we just, I'm done. I tried it and it didn't work. Instead of just like, oh, it doesn't work. Boom. Oh, that's how you fix it. And then you just keep moving on. So that was a good little lesson. And it was actually kind of fun. And I learned, and like I said, I like to like click sometimes, um, like when I'm fixing things, part of it is I like to figure out how it works, is how is almost like how to break it, or well, not to break it, but I try like every different thing to see if I could do it this way or I can do it this way, or um, um, that's it's kind of funny. I have fun with it. I like play. So here we go. So you're an action hero. So I decided that I was going to call all like my people that I coach, well, including myself, that we're action heroes, and that we take action, and that's what we're known for, taking action. And it's something to think that you're an action hero. I thought it was kind of funny. So the uncomfortable action. So your first action, you have to become aware. So I don't know if everyone's seen this, but like you got this monkey, and your monkey's like Google. Your monkey's like a search engine. So the first thing you got to do is spank your bad monkey. And that means that you, right now, if you're used to saying I don't have this, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, your monkey's trained to reinforce whatever you say. So if you have negative self-talk or negative thoughts, or you think you can't do things, your monkey's going to go out just like Google, and if you type in stuff in Google, it's going to go find it. Well, your monkey's been finding this. So everything that you've said, like what's popping in my mind right now is like, oh, I always get in this kind of relationship, or I always do this, or I always meet these kind of people, or I have these kind of confrontations. Well, your monkey's going to go out and create it and find it. It's going to go find it for you, and something might happen, and your monkey's going to reinforce and tell you that it was exactly what you were looking for, even though somebody else in the same situation who has a different monkey would say, oh, that was a good thing, and you would say, you would turn it to whatever your little Google search was for. So your second action is to do it. So just consciously take uncomfortable action. So that's what I did when I made those videos. I consciously, and if you watch them, and I haven't watched them, I should watch them. But I do remember, I still remember I had the phone in front of me and I'm all, this is John taking uncomfortable action. And and it actually was uncomfortable, and it's funny now to look at it because it's like so easy to just grab my phone and make a video. But yeah, it was really uncomfortable. So you have to take that until you get used to it, and you will get used to it. And what I found from the videos, and I tell everyone, is that it gave me a different perspective where I could see my face and hear my voice, and not like want to run away. And if somebody was watching it, just go, oh, here, look at this. I'll go in the other room because I can't stand to watch this or hear this. But it changed. So now I have no problem hearing my voice and seeing my face on video, which is a huge thing for confidence. I didn't even know. So I'm more confident. I have no problem hearing my voice, seeing my face. And the other thing that's a bonus is that I see myself like I see a stranger, which means I'm kinder to myself, that person that I'm getting to know that I see on that screen, than I am to my actual self if I look in the mirror. Well, which has changed too, because I can look in the mirror now. But it introduced me to a stranger, to this strange person, a new person. And we all know that we're way kinder to strangers. If we met a stranger on the street or anything, even for the first time, and they said mean things to themselves or whatever, we would encourage them and be kind to them and tell them that, no, that's not true. You know, you're making up stories. And we won't do that to ourselves, but because well, I can speak for me, I'm mean to myself and always belittling or not talking kind to myself. But the video thing it introduced me to me, and I could see me as a person and see my personality and really appreciate myself. And it's a huge change. It's a huge change. They should almost have like video therapy. So and then okay, Lisa, I think I'll change this. The third, embrace the suck. And well, and part of your slapstick is that you suck, play with it. And what that means is like if you watch slapstick, like the Charlie Chaplin or whatever, you know, that they're like tripping, falling as part of their like of their slapstick, their humor. And they can laugh at themselves. And so I put this to embrace it. And what that means is when I'm doing this, like when I do those interviews, it's like, oh, well, the dog's going to be barking or this or that. Well, that's fine. That's part of this. That's the whole part, is to show people that it's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's about the content. It's about the story, the journey, and the content. It's not about that the dog was barking or anything else. And I realized that when that most people don't notice most things until you call it to their attention. You'd be like, oh, look, I'm wearing the wrong color, I don't match or whatever. Nobody's like really keying into that until you key them into it, and you go, and they go, oh yeah, you're right. But otherwise they don't pay attention, they're not even thinking of that. And so part of your slapstick is that things will happen and that it's not going to be perfect, and that you might, you know, do something that you want to change later, but you can always improve, but you did it. So if you embrace that part, then you're just like, well, that's just me. It's just fun. It's quirky, and then I'll fix it, but I don't have to be perfect. And then the fourth action is your authenticity. Be the real you. They want to see the real you. It's the content. They want to see your heart, your sharing. And that's not just, that's in life. People, I know that, and I'm doing less of it, that if I don't feel safe and stuff in a group, and especially like around my family, they would like, well, not my kids, they know I'm strange, but but when I'm around my family, it's like your family has an idea of who you should be or who you are because you've kind of fit in that role or whatever. And then in other groups too, if I didn't feel comfortable, I'll just be quiet and I don't say much. And I don't think that there'll be, like I was in a group, like a group therapy thing. And I didn't feel like I could be my genuine self. And it was on me. But, I wanted to share like I do now, like, hey, did you guys see this? And share this and share that and kind of network or whatever. Just be me. And I didn't feel like it was welcomed in there, and so I didn't really share or talk. It didn't feel safe. And if you can't be your authentic you in groups, well then that's not your group. It's okay. But don't change you. Don't there's two things you can be. You can be a thermometer, which means that you read the temperature of the room, or you can be the thermostat and you set the temperature of the room. And being your authentic self, you're being the thermostat. You're going into the room and you're changing the temperature, and you're being yourself, you're being authentic. And if you can't be that and be authentic, and you have to change to try to morph, it's okay to be there for a short period, but if you stay there for a long time, you're giving up yourself. You're closing up. You're not being authentic. You're not being who you are. You're not being that part of the kingdom. You're not hearing your calling. You're just closing up, and that will lead to your distractions and everything else to try to numb out, which is so. If they're not your people, it's okay, because there's different people here, and you need to be you. And here we go. So, Project You, onward and upward, your life journey. So it is your life and it is your journey, and you are the project. So, and that's it. So with that, Everyone can unmute, and let me stop sharing my screen. Stop share.
Such wisdom, John. Thank you.
Hey.
Wow, that was amazing.
Oh,
Really
thank you.
amazing.
Yeah, well done, John. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Very proud of you, brother.
Bravo, John.
Oh, thank you guys for being here. Nice.
Coach
Yeah, that was
John
amazing.
swag. You outdone it.
I hear you,
Yeah.
Natasha.
Preach the wisdom.
I can't believe what you've accomplished in just like in the past month. Like you've grown so much.
I know.
Second that also.
You.
Oh yeah, thanks, Ricky. Well, it's just from just doing. It's like it's been fun. I've been on this journey, and it's fun. It's just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
This is
I
really
think
good,
you're
John.
putting out the question. You are doing the coaching, John. You are the coach, as you said.
Yeah.
You are.
That's I got past that hurdle. Now I got to get past the people will pay for this hurdle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They will. I mean, you've got 13 people on here, John. That's amazing.
How many?
13, my
is
friend.
mine.
13.
13.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's amazing.
I mean,
Yeah. Hey, Ricky, I hope you're not wrapping my Christmas gift now because I don't want to see it yet.
I am.
Hey, great to see you as well. It's very good to see you.
So,
John,
yeah.
I love seeing all the people that you've gathered. It's such a testament to you doing the walk and the talk that you are coaching everyone on.
Right.
So I just wanted to thank you for that. Like, because of you, you connected Lisa to all of us, Christina, Ricky. I've never seen or met any of them. So I want to thank you.
Yes. And
That's
Ricky, yeah. And Alex. And,
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
Alex.
Absolutely
Sorry,
great.
Alex. I didn't see you, Alex.
yeah, Alex is down there. She doesn't have her video on. But
Oh, hey guys, how are you doing?
hey,
I
Alex.
love your presentation, John. I especially love the part on the being the thermostat or the thermometer in the room. I think that part was really, really, yeah, like really good quality. And also one other thing there where you were talking about the self-talk that you use about yourself matters so much.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, I love it.
And your little Google monkey. I mean, if you think about that, you got Google in your head, and that little monkey will reinforce and find everything that you ask it to.
Right.
Yeah, and so you can't, if you keep asking it to find like all your faults or every reason why people they treat it, they might say something, and if you programmed your little monkey to look for things that people they don't like you or whatever, your little monkey, no matter what the person said, your little monkey's going to turn it into like, oh, they really weren't that nice. They might not like me. He's going to find whatever you ask it.
Yeah, it's really true, John. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really made me laugh when you talk about spanking your monkeys as well. It's just like,
I have no idea what you're talking about, Andy. But
innocence doesn't watch radio, John. It doesn't watch. But it made me laugh a lot.
Not in this group.
it's kind of like your water analogy, right? How if you got a big glass full of water or whatever you called it, right?
Your jug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't got the jokes now. That's right. Yeah, yeah. We're going to have to do something about Team 18 and metaphors, aren't we now?
Yes, we're full of metaphors. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys are here, and Andy, I'm promoting our group as movers and shakers, and we all are movers and shakers, and it's awesome.
I love that, John. Yeah.
Yeah, we are absolutely. It's brilliant.
And so
it's good to see people here that are doing things and showing their faces on video.
Yeah.
And Alex, where's your face? I can't see your face, Alex. Where are you? Let's see you.
I'm right here. I have my camera off because I just rolled out of bed before the meeting started. But I love that you invited me to join this group, John, and it's such a pleasure to be here. I like being among the movers and shakers as well. So it's great to be here.
And welcome, Alex. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Alex is actually very beautiful. And
Uh-huh.
you're probably like my daughter's age, I think, my youngest daughter's. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Oh, how old is your daughter? I'm
Well,
27.
okay, I got all the way from 20, going to be 25 in March, all the way up to 35. But I have one that's 27. She was born in 96.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so do I, John. So do I.
yeah. So, and Alex is doing she has a media company, right?
Yeah, digital marketing. We do
Digital
online
marketing,
marketing. Yeah.
so does Lisa. So Lisa.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Well, actually, so I'm doing a media company a little bit more in the broadcasting realm and more in production.
Okay.
And it'll be super awesome to connect with you because that is one piece of the puzzle that I'm going to need to start collaborating with teams on.
Okay.
And so we should definitely connect on that because I am rolling out a very large vision and it has been building for a few years after doing Tony Robbins, Business Mastery.
Mm.
So yeah, let's do it. Let's make some big freaking movement. I have
That's super
big goals.
exciting. That's super exciting. Yeah, for sure. I'll send you a message on Facebook after this. For
Perfect,
sure.
perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And Natasha and Andy, yeah, we got that movie thing we were talking about too.
I was just going to say that, John. We
Yes,
need
yes.
input for broadcasting our movie we're going to make. Yeah.
Yes, I've mentioned it. Yes.
What's
If
the
you-
movie? Tell us about the movie.
Oh, I've always told Natasha and Andy because we a long time ago I started off, it was going to be about self-talk, and so I put it out there. Hey, anybody that wants to do like a 5 or like a 30-day or 10-day, whatever, like be aware of your self-talk, and then let me tell you.
Yeah.
Then tell me what changed, or if you became aware. And so Andy and Natasha, they came on, and so we formed a little Facebook Messenger group. And then from there, I don't even know if we did we did do the self-talk thing, but not officially, right? Because we
didn't, did we? You know,
changed.
so.
And so then we were like, ding, ding, like back in Andy, first we'd start texting, and then pretty soon we figured out that if you use the microphone, that you can send a big old long message instead of 50 million texts. You just sit there for like 3 minutes, just dictating.
Yeah, we did, and then we got the balls to go on video with each other, didn't we, as well?
Yeah, we
Right,
did.
That was a scary thing. It's before we started doing the weekly Zoom calls and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm in the UK, and John's, you're on the West Coast, I am, and that's on the East Coast of America. So we're all like massively time zone difference apart. And I'm like getting out of bed, and John's just going to bed, or and stuff like that. So we're talking at massively opposite ends of the day quite often. We've had a journey of self-development together across the world. And so John's come up with this idea of looking further, don't we? Where we're going to talk about our journey of self-development across the world in 3 different locations.
Right.
Do like a sliding doors type of thing, but with our self-development in different parts of the world.
Right,
So,
because it's almost like
that's cool.
almost like time travel, because it'd be like 4 in.the morning and I'd be getting ready to go to work, and Andy would be like 12 or 1 in.the afternoon, and Natasha would be like like 7 or 8 in the morning, and so it was almost like time travel, and